Crafty Flosstube. My name is Tia and you've reached my channel here at Calm Creations on YouTube. This is my little space where I share all my crafty bits and pieces and things that I've been up to. So welcome to the channel. First of all, I like to start with our virtual hugs. So they are going out to Patchy Pony Stitcher, who is Mel, Sue, Judith, Darren and Stitch Roadie, who is Anna. Thank you very much for your lovely comments. I really do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me on the channel and seeing what I'm up to each week. So I've decided to change my Flosstube day to a Wednesday. I figured that because I don't work on a Tuesday, that gives me the whole day to have something more to show you the next day. I work every second Wednesday, so I'm working this afternoon, but I'll be able to film every Wednesday because I only work every second Wednesday. So that is hopefully the plan. Alright, let's start with our cards. Mindfulness. Here we go. Today's card is awareness, and it says, during any given day when a worrying thought enters your mind, take out a pen and paper and write it down. Allocate 5 minutes per day for worry time. Take out the list of notes and allow yourself to feel worried. Okay, right, that's a good idea. Pop that one back in there. So that was awareness. And then who are you? Who are you is fears and insecurities, which is that one. And it says, if you could say no to things in your life that you feel obligated to say yes to, what would they be? I could name a few. Okay, there we go. Fears and insecurities. Right, that's our cards. Right, now I normally start with my travel stitching. I haven't done any travel stitching, but so we'll go on to the next one, which is my piece that I'm doing with the Fat Quarter Shop, and it is Season 2, A Year of Celebrations Continues by Hands On Design. So I was working in the pumpkin block, which I've now finished. So let me show you that one. So that's all finished, all the back stitching's done, the little Smyrna crosses. And I noticed when I was working on it that I'd done this green row a row too high. So I had to pull out all of that and move it down a row. But I'm loving how that is looking. And this one's called Harvest Moons, and it says, I'm so glad that I live in a world where there are Octobers. L.M. Montgomery from Anne of Green Gables. So that's a bit cute. So that is my October block done. So I'll show you all of it together, which is those four. So that is coming along nicely, and then I'll just move on to November this week. So that is that one. Last week's stitching was Christmas 2 by Zero Marchetti, which will look like that when it's finished. One day when it's finished. This is my biggest piece. So I put a little bit of work into this. Let's move all the bits this out of the way. Move these threads out of the way. And those ones can go over there. Okay. So, I got quite a bit done on this one. Nearly 1,000 stitches. It was 997. So now what I've decided to do for this is, keep it out and work on it as my main piece, and I'll do the same next year. Because it's my biggest piece, it's going to take me till I'm like 230 to finish it. So I'm going to keep it out and work on it if I have any bonus time. So that is that one. And what I like to do too is I print a photo just on my home printer, and on my Lowry stand I've got a little clip thing, and I just clip it on so that I can sort of see where I'm stitching. So that is that piece. Put that there. Right, and then this week's, no, what else did I work on? Oh, where is it? I'm sure I brought it out. Hang on a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, so this, then I had a new start for Halloween. So on Monday, which was the 31st, today's the 2nd of November. So on Monday I started Halloween Fairy by Nora Corbett. This is available on the Hirschner's website as a PDF download. So this was published in a magazine. So this is Halloween Fairy, and I've done a little bit on that. So this is, I've got to fill in there, but that's going up the top, up her dress, and then it should come down here. So I did a little bit on that. I made a start. So, and that's being stitched on 32 count, can't think of the name of it, 32 count even weave, and it was by, hand dyed by Lisa from Paddock Lane Designs. So, and I think it's just beautiful. So that is my Halloween Fairy. Right. This week's stitching is going to be Wouldn't Life Be Great by Lizzie Kate. So this will be started on this week, and this is where I'm up to. So this shouldn't take too long. It's all text. And I like stitching words. They go pretty quick. So that is that one. And then next week's stitching is Celtic Christmas. I think she's just beautiful. And that is by Lavender and Lace. And I started this on the 8th of February 2021. So I'll show you my small start. Threads hanging everywhere. Wouldn't be a floss tube if Tia didn't have threads hanging everywhere. So that's the small start. That's coming down her dress. But it's on sparkly, glittery gold fleck fabric, which I think will make it look lovely. So that is Celtic Christmas for next week. So I think that's about it. That's my new start, Christmas 2, hands-on design, and I think that's it. That's it for my stitching, and then next week's stitching. So that's all of that. Now I've got a little bit of haul. So I don't know if you remember, ages ago I ordered a whole bunch of fabric that was on pre-order, and it finally arrived. Oh, you'll have to excuse the dog next door. So well, at the beginning of last month, my neighbour went missing. So we didn't realise, or we didn't know, that he had dementia. And there were big police searches. It was all over the news. And he was missing for 4 days. And yeah, the poor dog's a bit... They found him alive, thankfully. In not very good condition. But he's... yeah, he's alive. That was the main thing. So, you may hear her crying next door. Right, fabric haul. So I bought a whole bunch that was on pre-order, and it took like 3 months to get here. So I just wanted to show you that. So this is Blaze and the Monster Machines. So another piece of cocoa melon fabric. This is so cute. Don't know what I'm going to make with them yet. And I got a bigger piece of the Outlander fabric. So I've got some more of that. And then I got some Jon Snow fabric. Game of Thrones. Absolutely love that. And I think in my craft with me I spoke that I was going to watch the new series of Game of Thrones, which was the prequel, and it's set 200 years before Game of Thrones, and I've got 2 episodes left to watch. So yes. Right, what else? So that's my fabric. Now I've got this dress that I've absolutely worn to death, and it fits nicely and it's comfortable, and it's all started pilling on the fabric. It was just a cheap one that I bought from Kmart, I think it was, and so I think it would be really easy to make. It's only, I inspected it, and it's only four pieces to the pattern, and I think it would be easy enough to remake it. So that's my dress. It's inside out, but that's the fabric. And then I thought I'd make it in a gingham. So I'm going to have a go at doing that. Don't know what it'll look like, whether it would even become a dress, I don't know. I may feel like I'm wearing a tablecloth, who knows. But that is my dress. What else have I been doing? Right. Last Friday night, I was, because I go to bed early, I was watching YouTube and there was a live stream happening, so I went and watched it, and it was an Australian creator. She's here in Queensland, and she does a lot of junk journals and paper crafts and things like that, which is something that I do as well. And I've seen on YouTube all of these things popping up about December Daily, and I didn't know exactly what it was. And when I was chatting in the live, she went and got her December Daily journals from last year and had a quick flip through of them, which was really cool, and I got very inspired. I wanted to get up and come out and start crafting, but I've had to go to work on the Saturday. So anyway, early Saturday morning I got up and I came out and I started making my December Daily journal. So what it is you record everything in December, every day. You put in family traditions, recipes, there's lots of prompts you can follow. What it feels like to light the Christmas tree for the first time, you know, in December. Anything that you want to record through that month. So this is my journal that I made. So at my local op shop, every now and again they have sales. You can fill a bag of books for $5. So this was one of the books that I bought for this purpose to repurpose. So I cut out the text block and made a journal. So I've stitched in the signatures with black and white baker's twine. So it's fabric. I've covered it with fabric, and I put a little fastener on the top, which I'll hang some charms from when it's finished. I won't do it beforehand because it'll just annoy me. So that's, and then, oops, forgot that was in there. And then that's the inside. So that's the first page, and it says, "Hello December." So my first page is going to be about why I want to do a December daily. So those are the signatures. They're all just craft cardstock, and they've been stitched in using the pamphlet stitch method. So those are the two signatures, and then the back, and then the back cover. So that, yeah, that part's fabric, and then that's scrapbooking paper. So that is my December daily journal that I'm starting. So I'm going to, and what they do that I've seen is they make all their foundation pages prior to December, so that come time they can just add photos or add their journaling. Or so I'm going to give that a go. So that is my December daily journal. Now the other thing I wanted to show you was, I don't talk about the books I read on here, but this one is worthy of a mention. My family are back from New Zealand, and my husband brought back this book, and it's called Tough Outback by Mike Bellamy. Now this one is written by my husband's uncle. This is his second book, so this is my mother-in-law's brother. This is his second book, which I'm going to start reading. His first book is called Tough Country, which is about growing up in the 70s in New Zealand, in the bush, and yeah, but this one, he spent 30 years in the outback in Western Australia in the mines. So this is all about his part of his life that he spent there. And it just says, in 1989, Mike Bellamy set off for the remote town of Wiluna on the edge of the Western Desert. Keen to make a buck from Australia's mining boom, the fledgling Kiwi soon realised he had walked across a frontier into a rough-shod world where anyone trying to last longer than a desert sunrise had to watch their back, play by the rules, and keep their wits about them. Bellamy's stories of dongers, dozers and diggers is a window back in time to a work hard, play hard land where snakes, spiders and flies were the least of one's worries. Welcome to the tough mining country of Western Australia. So I'll be giving this a read. He's put some photos in there, and he's signed it for my husband. So they caught up with him when they went back to New Zealand. So there's a couple of colour photos in there, and so this should be interesting. It just says a Kiwi stories of misadventure, mayhem and mining. So I'll be reading that. But I think that's everything from me. So next week you'll see some progress, hopefully some more on Christmas 2, Celtic Christmas, and then my piece from Hands On Design. So thank you very much for coming and spending some time with me. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye.